Hello students, today I am going to teach you, as you can see, Cbse IT question paper I am going to discuss. I have made some set of question paper in which I have put all the contents which are important, and these content are from your book only. So I'll move to the next slide. We have, you know, the pattern of the CBSE. We have some different kind of question, and we know that our CBSE IT 402 is of two part. It contains two parts, section A and section B. Section A is the mm, employability skills, and section B contains the subject specific skills. Section A employability, there are different sections, and section B there are different subject specific things like database, like uh, open office calc, open office basic, these are the things. So here we have the first set of question. Given 4 questions, each question is of 4 marks. Give any one quality of a successful entrepreneur. So who is an entrepreneur? What are the qualities which makes an entrepreneur? So resolute motivation and passion. Whoever wants to be an entrepreneur, he or she must have motivation for that, for particular kind of work, whatever they want to do. The first and foremost quality of a successful entrepreneur is passion. Means he has to be creative, he has to search for a motivation around his or around her. Means, for example, sometimes if he is having a shop and people are not coming, people are not visiting his place, then he should search something to motivate himself. He should be happy enough, he should motivate himself through different kind of things, like we have different kind of hobbies through which we can make ourselves happy. The first and foremost quality of an successful entrepreneur is passion. Now, self discipline, this is the thing which we all are. Some many times I also talk about self discipline, but it's very difficult to maintain. When we are free, when we are under some work, then that time we maintain the decora of the organization. But when we are free, then that time we used to do the things which we want to do. We used to we are telling our children not to use mobile, but when we are free we are doing the same thing. So that is the part of the thing, self discipline we should maintain in ourselves also. This is one of the most essential characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. Risk taking ability, creative thinking, persistence. Risk taking ability means some people are doing job and leaving their job, saving ample amount of money and starting a business. That is also a risk, because they are not knowing that that business will be fruitful or not, but still they are taking the risk. That is, to run a business you should take a risk. Name the term used for a false belief or opinion about something. A delusion is a false belief or opinion, especially one held in resistance to strong evidence against it. As in, even after losing 5 straight championships, Healthier still had the delusion that she was the best in the world. In psychiatry, delusion is used to mean an unshakable belief in something that isn't true. Delusion means something that isn't true. We have a belief that this will happen. We have some belief in some set of people. Obviously, our belief forms on the type of sentence they used to throw on us. They used to throw some very emotional things, sometimes some very practical things, that they will do this, they will do that, they will make you happy. They are means they are kind of throwing many kind of dreams onto you, and they want you to sell their dreams. But we know that we are going to lose, but still we believe that. That is called a delusion. Now, give any one practice sustainable process that is being used to help the preserve the environment. One of the most important topic of our UGC net is sustainable development goal, and that is related to the environment. One practice or sustainable process that is being used to help preserve the environment is organic farming. These days, we most of the people are using the organic products. because we know that somehow whatever we are eating, drinking, are making ourselves, making our health more, means kind of we are getting lots of diseases, are we are getting tired easily, we have different kind of things. So we are, many people are choosing nowadays organic things, which which has zero amount of any fertilizer or anything. So organic farming help in water conservation, and it can control water pollution. Means you, through organic farming, water is being conservative also, and we can control water pollution also. On the other hand, when we are using fertilizer, then our dust, sometimes when the rain used to come, then whatever is there in our fields are going to our water, going to the nearby water places, so it is making the water polluted. Organic farming preserves the environment as it fights against global warming. Now, process that is being used to help preserve the environment, you can see, we can throw the whatever dust we have, we have a dustbin, of course everywhere we have, but somehow we are using, somehow we are not using, but we should use in presence of someone, in absence of someone. We should keep our roads clean, we should use paper bags, we should not use plastics. Give an example of large scale production of solar power in India. Which is the large scale production of solar power? The Bhadla Solar Park is the world's largest solar power plant. It is based in the Bhadla village in India's Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, this village is located. Jodhpur, a region known for its solar friendly high temperature. Given two questions, each question is of 2 marks. Explain any two functions of entrepreneurship. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस एवरीथिंग इन हिंदी ऑल्सो. हमें एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का 2 फंक्शन बताना है. फंक्शन ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, द वेरियस फंक्शन ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप आर इनोवेशन एंड क्रिएटिविटी. सबसे पहली फंक्शन जो है एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की है, इनोवेशन एंड क्रिएटिविटी. आप कितने क्रिएटिव हैं, आप कितना क्रिएटिव सोच सकते हैं कि मैं अपने बिजनेस के लिए ये करूँगा, वो करूँगा, ऐसे करूँगा, वैसे करूँगा. I'll print pamphlets for my whatever organization I have opened. I'll whenever I will be with people, I will talk about my business only, nothing else. Risk taking and achievement and organization and management. Catalyst of economic development, overcoming resistance to change and research. Function of an entrepreneur. These are the things which are the function of an entrepreneur. Means he has the, obviously you should be educated enough. If you are not educated for the type of work you are doing, then there will be a loss for you either in short term or in long term. So you have to be educated. If you are running a, if you want to operate on the account section of your organization, then you should take a degree on accounts. If you want to run an educational institute, then you should have done B.Ed, M.Ed and lots of other degree, PhDs and all. Explain any two functions of entrepreneurship. These are the functions which are, I think, not visible. Let us see. So these are the functions. I can see lots of things are there. Sustainable development goals set by United Nations. Finance, poverty, food security, peace, governance, environment, climate change, information and communication technology, ICT is also there, capacity building is there, trade is there, systematic issues are there. Poverty may, how can we see finance, how can we make our India strong enough to deal with the external issues which we have. If we have our IT industry, we have a strong IT industry. If we have strong set of people who are good in the technical things, if our trade are good, means with other countries our relationship are good, if systematic issues, whatever issues we have, we are tackling those things, with systematic way. We are not planning for anything, any war and all. Rather than we are planning to for talking and settling. Means we don't want that through war the manpower or the country suffers. So we can see now in 20s our ministers, we have many who are dealing with means they are have their conversation with the other country rather than to fight. Now how can we eliminate poverty? Government have, these days people are telling that there is no employment. But if you are a talented person, if you know how to handle few things, if you are a technical expert or whatever industry you are in, you are good at that, you have to be best at that, then you will get something. Economical development means if our government is enough economically developed. Sustainable development. Now environment, how can we protect our environment? Climate change, it's a big issue. These days you can see if it's raining, then it's raining heavily, we have floods. If it's hot, then it's hot, means the weather is getting hot and hot and hot. If it's cold, then we are getting that the weathers are cold, means it's for extreme. So these are just creation of a human being. What people are doing, what people are doing for the environment, these things are being affected in our surroundings. We are developing lots of buildings, malls, and perhaps lots of other things around us. We are cutting the trees, we are not planting the trees, we are raising pollutions of by raising the means we have nowadays every person is having some set of vehicles through which they are going and coming. They are not walking, nobody, rare people are walking. So these things are making our climate very dangerous. Means nowadays through the pandemic, when the time pandemic has came, the pollution has raised, and the people who have the kind of breathing issue has increased. Now food security, food is an industry which is never stopping. So if you have taken any degree in food, means preservation of food, management of food, making of food, then there you can get the employment throughout the time, because it is the thing where demands will be there and new things will be there, where you can provide your, means you can be a manager of a food industry. Nutrition, healthcare, education, peace, governments, peace, and under peace what are the things are there? Governance, justice, means how a country is uh, making rules and how it is implementing is also a goal of a sustainable development set by the UN. Give any two ways to reduce inequalities. Ensure equal opportunity and reduce inequality of outcome, including by eliminating discriminatory laws, policies and practices, and promoting appropriate legislations, policies and action in this regard. Adopt policies, especially official wage and social protection policies, and progressively achieve greater equality. Means our country has enough laws which are there in our constitutions, which about which people are unaware. And those who are less educated, there are people who are educated and they are also interested in knowing the things, that what are their rights are there. So through that they are taking the advantage of the things government is launching for them. But there are mass people who are unaware of the things government is launching. So section B now. Section B is the subject specific. Name the device that convert digital signal to analog signal. The answer is modem. You are aware. The correct answer is modem. Now, what are toggle keys? The question is, which is the device for the people who have vision impairment? Toggle keys. Vision impairment means दिखने में दिक्कत होती है. Toggle keys is a feature of Microsoft Window. We know that in our Microsoft Window we have lots of features, like we have online keyboard, we have voice recorder, we have toggle keys. And why we use toggle key? It is an accessibility function which is designed for the who have people who have विज़न इम्पेयरमेंट, जिनको देखने में प्रॉब्लम है, और कॉग्निटिव डिसेबिलिटी. कॉग्निटिव मीन्स समझ से रिलेटेड डिसेबिलिटी, मनोवैज्ञानिक. कॉग्निटिव डिसेबिलिटी मीन्स मनोवैज्ञानिक डिसेबिलिटी. व्हेन टॉगल कीज इज टर्न्ड ऑन, द कंप्यूटर विल प्रोवाइड साउंड क्यूज व्हेन द लॉकिंग कीज कैप्स लॉक. लॉकिंग कीज कौन कौन सी होती है? कैप्स लॉक होता है जिससे हम कैपिटल करते हैं, नम्स लॉक जिससे नंबर होता है, स्क्रॉल लॉक जिससे हम स्क्रॉलिंग करते हैं. जब हम इन कीज़ को प्रेस करते हैं तो हमारे पास साउंड आता है. दैट इज़ द फंक्शन ऑफ टॉगल कीज़. इससे ही जो इम्पेयर्ड लोग हैं या जो कॉग्निटिव डिसेबल्ड लोग हैं वो ये सीख सकते हैं, वो इसका हेल्प ले सकते हैं जब उन्हें काम करना होता है. एंड दे आर यूजिंग कंप्यूटर, उन्हें जॉब मिली हुई है और दे आर अनेबल टू डू मैनी थिंग्स. तो फॉर दैट माइक्रोसॉफ्ट विंडो के पास बहुत अच्छी फीचर्स हैं. Network in which certain computers have special dedicated tasks providing services to other computers are called networks. Network in which certain computers have special dedicated tasks are called client server network. दो टाइप का आर्किटेक्चर होता है, पीयर टू पीयर एंड क्लाइंट सर्वर. तो क्लाइंट सर्वर में क्या होता है? देयर इज़ अ क्लाइंट एंड देयर इज़ अ सर्वर. देर आर मल्टीपल क्लाइंट. मैंने आपको HTTP रिक्वेस्ट और रिस्पॉन्स के बारे में बताया. व्हेन वी यूज़ टू रिक्वेस्ट एनीथिंग फ्रॉम गूगल, तो वो हम उसको क्या करते हैं? HTTP रिक्वेस्ट भेजते हैं. कैसे भेजते हैं? इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कुकीज़. कुकी क्या है? कुकी इज़ अ टेक्स्ट फाइल डेट इज़ बीइंग सेंड फ्रॉम द सर्वर क्लाइंट टू द सर्वर एंड सर्वर टू द क्लाइंट. एंड थ्रू द एक्सचेंज ऑफ HTTP रिक्वेस्ट एंड रिस्पॉन्स आवर वर्क इज़ बीइंग डन. तो दो टाइप का नेटवर्क होता है, क्लाइंट सर्वर और पीयर टू पीयर. क्लाइंट सर्वर में क्या होता है कि हमें जितना डेटा चाहिए होता है हम सर्वर से रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं. वेयर एज पीयर टू पीयर में क्या होता है? जब हमारा पूरा सिस्टम नेटवर्किंग से चल रहा है तो हम हर एक कंप्यूटर को इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ डेटा प्रोवाइड करते हैं, जो कि नेटवर्किंग से हमारे कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में चलता है, हमारा पर्सनल डोमेन होता है और हम LAN के थ्रू चलते हैं. Mention any two integer data type of a table filled in database. Small integer and big integer. You are aware about integer. तो small integer और big integer होता है. Name the relationship in which one column of the primary key table is associated with all the column of the associated table and vice versa. So the answer will be one-to-one relationship. Okay students, now I will discuss about some other things in the next video. Till then, thank you very much and have a nice day.